Hi guys, Russ here from Wilson Land and Cattle Company. We're going to take a look at the solar powered watering system that we're using here for our livestock on our lease property. Before we get started, please subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend, and hit that notification bell. This watering system can be used for have a lot of different purposes. I know water for your livestock is probably one of the biggest challenges whenever you're in a grazing system. So this here, before we use the watering system here on our lease property, we hauled water, and our livestock will drink up to 1,000 gallons of water per day, which really got to be quite annoying trying to truck 1,000 gallons of water. I could only take 3 275 gallon totes at a time because it's so heavy, and it took a lot of time to pump and transport it. So now we have a pump set up, and we're drawing water out of a stream down in there 700 feet, and we're going to show you how we did that. We're going to start here at the solar panels. We have 6 solar panels. We have them set up in parallel in series into a 24-volt system. We come out of the solar panels into an extension cord, 200-foot extension cord, down to the water pump. And let's go take a look at that. And then we're actually going to go clear to the stream, and then we're going to go clear up there to where the cattle are being watered 1,000 feet away. It's 1,000 feet from the water pump to where the cows are. Let me see if I can get through here. I had a 150-foot extension cord, and it wasn't quite enough to get it out of the shade of the trees, so I put another 50 foot on it. I tried to maintain it and keep it as short as possible. Scout, what? Go get a stick. Go get a stick. Huh? What? You're a very, very talky boy. Yes. Yes, you are. Do you think that stick's big enough? Is that one big enough? Let's get you a smaller one. It's easier for me to throw. Oh, my buddy Scout. Go get it, bud. Okay, we're coming down to our water pump here. And there's still a series. This video is going to come out before I finish the series. I have 2 or 3 other videos that go along with building this pump, so stay tuned for those. These here are our water. These here are the water pipe reels, so we can reel our water pipes up whenever we're done. And we'll pull the panels off here. Take a look at what's inside. I'm not going to necessarily see the pump run because the cows are not watering, but we'll take a look at the pump anyhow. I'll show you how we have it set up. You have 2 panels you just pull off of it. This here's to reel the extension cord up to the solar panels. If you've probably seen in some of the previous videos, this is a 100-year-old, well, at least it was patented 100 years ago. But this is probably, I don't know how old it is, it could be 100 years old. It's a 3x4 piston pump. And it makes a lot of water. It has 1.25 inch inlets, and you can get smaller pumps like this. The pump itself cost me 25 bucks, and then we put a 24-volt half-horse DC motor on the top of it to power it. It seems to be working well so far. And then we have our inlet line from down at the creek into the pump. And the reason this is setting down in the woods is because out where the solar panels are, I couldn't get enough lift with the pump. A piston pump can only physically lift water 24 feet. It can't lift water because it's using suction to suck the water up, and it cannot lift water more than 24 feet. We have a bladder tank, or a pulsation dampener is the technical term for this. This is a pulsation dampener because when these pumps hit, they hit hard. So this helps dampen some of that. And we come into a 35 gallon, I think it's a 35 gallon, no. It's bigger than that, I guess. It's an 82 gallon bladder tank. From the pump we go into the bladder tank, and we're working on a pressure switch. This pressure switch has a low water or low pressure cutoff, and if it drops below 20 pounds psi, it'll shut the whole system down. You know, if something happens, say a belt breaks, the motor's not going to keep running. It's just going to shut it down. It's on a 40-60 pressure gauge. I'm glad that we went with the 40-60. I'm thinking we should have went with a 50-70 because the pressure is not very good clear up at the top of that hill. You can see clear up there. I probably can't tell on the camera, but clear up there, we're pushing that water 1,000 feet, and it's, I don't know what the lift is there. I'm going to guess probably 75 feet or so. But it's getting water up there. The cows are watering. We're not having any problems with them draining the water tank, so it's not an issue. And the further we come down off of that hill, the better the pressure is going to be. So I'm not too terribly concerned about that. Okay, we have our extension cord that comes down and into our solar charge controller. Even though it's a cloudy day and the cows have been watering all day, our system is at 28.4 volts, which is almost too much. And you can see here the batteries are fully charged, and the cows have been up there since 11:30 this morning, so they've probably drank approximately 500 gallons of water already today, being as hot as it is. Okay, and from the coming from the solar panels into the solar charge controller, we go out of the solar charge controller over into our battery bank. And here's our battery bank. We have 4 deep cycle batteries. We paid $100 a piece for them. Actually $90 a piece for them. I don't know how we got them so cheap. And then we made our own terminals, and I have a video on that as well. And then we have wires that come back. We have our lead wires coming back from the battery bank into a junction box. They come into a junction box to a 24 volt relay that's 50 amps. I didn't want to run 50 amps, or I think this here actually uses 21 amps, and I didn't really want to put 21 amps through the pressure switch, so we're just running a very low voltage through this to trigger the relay, and the relay closes, and then it completes a circuit to bring the electric directly from the battery bank to the motor. So that pretty much explains that. And we just built a simple trailer, trailer with a roof, you know, basically a building on a set of wheels, ball hitch. And this here's where the water comes out. It feels like the cows might be watering. But the water comes out here and heads up the hill. Let's go down and see what we have down here at the creek. What's up, bud? Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it here. Hey. Go get it. Okay, I have 2 pipes here, and the one is just basically a dead pipe that we just had to cut off because we had to move the pump down into the woods. That actually went out to where the solar panels are there now. I slipped my rubber boots on so we could go in the creek and take a look at this. It's not really anything special. that we're setting way off down into the woods. So you know, you don't have to have your pump and your solar panels right at this water supply. And that's what I was thinking whenever I first come up with this and I couldn't get the lift on it. It's like, what the heck am I gonna do? And I got to talking to a gentleman. What's that? Oh, that's a skunk cabbage seed head. Ew. Ew, huh, Scout? Ew. Okay, we originally had the water, or our pipe, down here in the creek. We can get 6 more feet of lift if we brought it up the stream. So that helped us out a lot. But we're just taking water. We didn't have to dam or change the creek around or anything on this, which worked out really well for us. I have a union on it and a Scout, come here. Here, Scout. Come on. Where's your stick? Go get your stick. I'm trying to do a video here. Here. Go get it. Okay. Our pipe comes down in. We have a union on it and then a foot valve. And the reason for the union is that way we can drain that line out and not have all that weight in the pipe. And it's just a standard 1.25 inch foot valve. Then I have a rock laying on top of it. Nothing special. And it's just down below the water surface there. This is a pretty good stream. It actually has native brook trouts in it. You can find them laying in these pockets and pools and stuff. We'll walk down. Originally we had, you can see up here where the pipe is. Originally we had the pipe dropped in down here because it's closer. It's closer and we can get this pump up out of the woods a little more. Originally we had the pipe dropped in down here, and we moved it up there so we get 6 more feet. When we first brought the pump down here, we had a gasoline motor on it. And man, that thing wouldn't work at all. It was terrible. I'm like, wow, what did I get myself into here? I got all this money invested and all this time and energy. And I can't get it to pump water. So the big expense is this darn pipe. Over $700 in 1,000 feet of pipe. Have bought 1.25 inch for our suction side, and we bought 3/4 inch for our pressure side. Pipe, plastic pipe, the prices went sky high. Huh, Scout? He's showing off for you guys. He's been in all the videos today. Paige hasn't been in the videos. She's still here. She's just kind of not feeling well. She's coming into heat, so we're giving her some time off. She's got a bit of a bellyache. And besides, Scout wants to try and breed her, and we don't want any puppies yet. So that's going to put the puppies in the wintertime. And I'd rather have summertime puppies than wintertime puppies. So anybody looking for a border collie, get a hold of me. We're going to be breeding Paige and Scout here next summer. So if you're interested in a border collie that has the potential to work livestock, get a hold of me. Just like that, we're all closed back in. And let's head up to the top of the hill here. Sun went away. This video is probably going to be a little bit dark, but that's okay. I think you guys can. Oh, almost tripped. Let's head on up there. Got our fence set for morning. I got up against the fence a little bit ago. I didn't think it was pushing very hot, but it was pushing hard enough to wake you up. Okay, solar panels are charging. We've got the solar panels going east to west, and then I don't have a way of getting the exact sun angle, but that's apparently close enough because we got voltage coming in. Okay, let's go up and check the tank out. We don't let the cows go in the trees. There's no need for them to be in there. There's no grass, or there is some. Don't get up against that, Scout. It will hurt. I just got up against it a little bit ago. Buddy. Okay. Like I said, we fence the trees out. There's no need for them to be in there. I could maybe get a day or two's grazing out of there, but why take the chance? Come on. We set the fence for them here a little bit ago for morning. We'll go up. Our black pipe comes up about 800 feet of black pipe, and then there's another 200 feet of garden hose on it. It goes up to here. Always keep your pipe and your garden hose out of the pasture where the cows are, where they're tramping. If they tramp on your garden hoses, your pipe multiple times, they can poke holes in it. Okay, this is a different setup from what you guys are used to seeing me use. This used to be my old setup. It's a 55-gallon Rubbermaid tank. I have the brass valve in it with the, of course, I just did the video on it, with the frost-free gizmo on it. The reason I went to back to my old setup, I can put about 30 gallons of water in it, which helps keep the cows from draining it and dragging the tank around. My other one only holds 15 gallons, so I was afraid they were going to dump it or spill it, and that hasn't happened yet this year, but I wasn't going to take a chance up here. But we put a cage over top. We just put a Y piece metal on the top, and then we put 2 down legs. And this one here, actually, this one here had a calf step on the valve and poke that back of the tank out. So we double plated it. We put a plate here and a plate here and drilled holes in it and put the valve back in it. So if you have one of the calves or the cows tramp on that valve, you can fix it, and you can fix it pretty easily. Now that inside plate has silicone on it to prevent it from leaking naturally. And then this tank here, I ran over it with the side-by-side and I broke the side out of it. Let me show you this fix real quick. Look out, C162. I need to name, what should we name this cow? She's my lead cow. She's always in front. She's always there. Got a good name for her. I keep calling her C162, but she's one of my nicer cows. She's only about 47 inches tall, registered Black Angus. Really like that girl. She makes nice heifers too. Here's a heifer of hers from last year. She should be bred back, and she's going to be a smaller framed animal as well. But got a name for her? Let me know. Throw some names down in the comments. But I ran this over, I cracked the top of it, I cracked it here, and I cracked it here and split it down. So what I did is I put a piece of conduit underneath there, and you can heat conduit up with a torch. It's a piece of 1/2 inch conduit. You can heat that up with a torch, and it bends right around there nicely. And then I just put some stainless steel 1/4 inch bolts in it to hold it. Fix that tank up, and I probably fixed that maybe 3 years ago or so. I ran it over good with the side-by-side. They're tough tanks. These Rubbermaid tanks are tough. I just wish they'd make them a little bit smaller. I would probably use the Rubbermaid tank if I could get one that was 25 gallon, half the size of this. Okay guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. We're gonna have some more videos coming out of this. Please subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a wonderful day.